Hello guys,
What? I
Alfie
selected
here,
hard.
back again in EXFL round 2, tier 2.
Brilliant.
Last week in Australia didn't go to plan. P4 in the end. So we're looking to make up for that with redemption, because I feel like I got robbed. Like maybe P3 was up on the cards,
Nice on
but
project.
we'll move on to this week and to Bahrain. Obviously it's only on once. You can't do softs to hards. It's only mediums to hards. So here we are going out of mediums. We've got, like, as you heard just a moment ago with my live reaction, I did select the harder compound tyres like before quali started, if you know what I mean. But it did for softs. That was the same with everyone. We were discussing about it. The game's just a bit broken.
To the bed.
But let's move on to our first flying lap.
You want a lap?
But here we are coming around the final corner. Start with lap. I'm thinking of taking line off, but I'm like 3 or 5 tenths slower, I should say. So it would be a big loss, but I'm thinking about it. And yeah, so coming into the first corner, it's a decent corner. Short shift up to 3rd, 4th, then 5th, then up to 6th, 7th and 8th. End of March, that's the best lap so far the session, 27.5, but on softs. As we come around the 4th turn and we actually invalidate. It was looking a decent lap. We were only a 10th off the pole lap in the first sector on mediums. So it wasn't looking too bad, but let's move on to the second lap, which I saw on mediums, because yeah. Coming around the final corner on the same set of mediums we did on the first lap. Obviously invalidated it, but let's move on to this lap. I think we have a decent chance, top 5 maybe, possibly. But I think there's only 2 medium runners who have set a lap, and it's me and that F1 boy. But coming round to turn 3, short shifting up to 4th. See what this first sector is. It was 28.0, sorry, in the first sector. So we've actually lost time on the lap we did before. We're coming into the braking zone here. It's down to 2nd gear, then up to 3rd, then 4th. And then we're coming down to the hairpin. Around we go, and then short shifting up the 3rd, and then on the DRS on the power early, trying to get that extra speed down straight. Coming into the turn 11, I believe, I think it is, long left-hander then right. But here we go, and then round to this right-hander. Let's see, have we gone purple? No, we haven't, but we're 3 tenths up on 8th base, which is 1 minute 20.1.
Correct.
So it's looking to be a decent lap on mediums. I think I can confirm the pole laps are 27.0 at the moment in time. But I really doubt that'll stay, because I think someone will beat it. But we'll see what coming across the line. It's a 27.6, which is good enough for 3rd. Just a 10th off Paul, who's on soft, so that's a brilliant lap from my part. Obviously there's room for improvement, there always is, but I'll really take that. I'm happy with that lap. And that was actually the quickest lap we set. We did go out on mediums at the end, but we did not improve. We backed off just because we were wearing them out too much.
10th off.
Let's move on to the race, and I'll see that. So here we are on the formation lap, coming around the final corner in 5th place, warming up the tyres. They're actually quite wet already. Get them to a good temperature. So everyone ready's up. We're going 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights. And away we go, but we actually jumped the start. I felt like an absolute idiot when I did that. Like, I did it in my other league race, and I just feel like an absolute idiot. Now we have to go deep into turn 1 and we lose P1 to Callum. But I just felt like quitting at this moment in time, but we carried on the mediums, of course. P2 running at the current moment in time, but you shouldn't be jumping the start. Simple mistake. It's not. I mean, I've done it before. I think everyone has, but it's just I shouldn't have done it.
There might be a safety car on.
fact is we didn't even get P1 either by the first corner, which is just a shame. But yeah, we're going to carry on for 2 more laps and then pit on lap, serve our drive through on lap 3. And I'll see you then. Moving on to lap number 3, as we come into the pits. Don't obviously try not to speed, take it very cautiously.
Yes, 49.
But I really felt my race was over at this point, and I think it really is we're moving down the other P6 now. So the 1 stop's just gone out the window. It's probably, my race is pretty much ruined. It's P8 now. Are we going to come up ahead of SJM? No, we're not. P10.
Can you let me past?
Just ahead of Falcon. But as we go down it,
I'm on a different strategy to you.
Yeah, as you can hear from my live reaction earlier on, I was not happy with that jump start. I'm going to try not let that happen again. But yeah, never give up. But we're going to continue on with this race. Obviously, like I said, I had thoughts about quitting because I just could not be bothered after I jumped it. But I'm like dedicated, so I'm going to continue on as we close onto the back of SGM already. You just see the amount of grip we have compared to the soft tyres that they've worn out already.
Don't have to.
But coming on the mediums down, see how much time we're gaining under braking.
If I'm close enough.
Are we in the DRS zone? No, yes we are just about actually. But moving on to the end of lap 4, behind SJM and McLaren. Obviously serve that drive
don't use
through.
overtake.
Saved a lot of overtake.
Please don't
I
use
believe
overtake.
he's using overtake also, but he's got DRS. I was having a party with him actually at the time, in an Xbox party, so we're like communicating with each other. So he didn't fight it too hard, but now we've got Ritsu Dawn at the second straight as we go up the inside of him, which is a good move into turn 3, and we've got the move done. He tries to come back out, but we use overtake just to get the better exit. And here we are in P7, making up a few positions already. As RTG Royale actually goes wide, I think he was in a battle with Spencer in the racing point. But yeah, we're only nearly in touching distance of him, just a second over. But I'll move on to lap 7.
A bunch of people are going to come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Later on that lap, we've closed up to the back of Charlie, who's in a Ferrari. Saved a bit of battery, get the DRS up, but he doesn't fight it too hard, to be fair to him. But he does actually use overtake, I reckon, because he's we're not gaining much room, but we go up the inside. Easy move done, and now we've got Geckelberg up ahead in the Haas, just over a second ahead. So we're pulling it back, we're doing well after the drive-through. Trying to forget about it, see what we can do. I reckon I had a really strong chance of winning this race today, but you never know, maybe, but we'll see later on in the race. But yeah, like I said, moving back onto this part of the race, catching the Haas of Kean, I believe it is. And I think we're going to get his DRS on this straight, are we? No, we're not. We're just going to miss out by a 10th. But moving on to lap 9, and we've got Colin behind us on the fresh softs. We just decided not to challenge it. We just let him by, stick it in lean. Hopefully we can stay in his DRS, save overtake, as we're around 8 seconds behind that F1 boy. So yeah, net P3 at the moment, only have to stop once more. Connor has to stop once, and also the leader does. But my tyres are starting to go off at the moment. I was thinking about pitting at the end of this lap. I just didn't know how long Hards could go on for. So we do decide to stay out just for the moment, sticking his DRS of Collins. But
just going to pull in the pit spot.
But here we are on lap 10, going into 11, as we actually pull into the pits. Don't obviously try not to speed. Going on to the hard compound tyres. Yeah, I believe, yeah, hard compound tyres. Would it be a good stop?
Come on, good stop, lads.
Yes, it will. 2.6 seconds from the Renault boys. Coming out, I think. P6 in the end, maybe even P7. We shall wait and see. Yeah, P7 at the moment. Just ahead of Charlie and behind Keegan. In P7 out of 10 runners are left. Anyway, moving on later to that lap, on lap 11. We're closing in on X3B or V1. It's a strange name. But
got one there.
yeah, we could have waited for the main strip, but we need to get this move done, as it's very important for our race. But we actually get DRS, I believe. He will be pitting. No, he won't not. He will not. He stays out. But the F1 boy who's leading.
Yeah, just.
We were 8 seconds behind him. We've actually gained 3 seconds on him. Even 4 maybe actually. Yeah, 4. So we've done the undercut on him. Just one lap we've gained 4 seconds, which is crazy. But we've got Keen in front of us in the Haas on softs. So let's see if we can close in on him. Here we are on lap 14. Starting to catch Keen up. Got his DRS. I'm not going to use overtake here yet. I'm saving a bit for hopefully the main strip. But as you can see, we're only 2 seconds behind the F1 boy who's provisionally in the lead, I believe so. So we have gained on him significantly. I think he's got traffic though in front of him. So I think that's the racing point of Spencer who's getting in his way and he can't find a way past. So that's giving us the opportunity to gain on him as we're in DRS of range of Keaton in front of us as we use the overtake button. Can we get past him on the straight? Will we go for a dive bomb? As Callum actually pits, we get in front of him. But that's not the main topic of discussion. As we go around the outside of Kean in the Haas, and we get the move done. A good clean move from us. And we're nearly at DRS on that F1 boy, but Kean's going to come back at us here. As he goes down the inside, but thinks better off it. And backs out of it. But actually, moving on to lap 16, we've got Callum behind us. But as you can see, Blue Wolf, who's Spencer, and the F1 boy are having a massive scrap for P2. As this is brilliant for us because they're holding each other up. But we're closing in on them, nearly got DRS. But Callum's right on our tail on the mediums. But they're going to be off, I can tell you, they're going to be dead at the end of the race. But they're still battling in front of us. But I think the F1 boys got the move done at last after quite a few laps. As Blue Wolf actually goes a bit wide there, we're gaining on him massively. We're thinking about going down the inside, but we think better off it. And stay behind him until the DRS straight. As Callum, like I said, is closing in like mad. But coming up to Blue Wolf here, gets a terrible exit out of that corner, but we do too. Callum gets a decent one as well. But we're not going to be close enough here. As Blue Wolf does still have DRS on Abra, who's there, the F1 boy. As we go actually try to go round the outside of him, we think better off it once again. But we get such a better exit out of this corner. Well, Callum even gets a better one and he's up our inside. So we try to use the overtake button to try and keep that Callum behind. We go down the inside of Spence in the racing point, it gives us room. But we actually make contact and Callum's going to stay up on that. And Spencer actually pits. So Callum's going to get past us here because we've run out of overtake, sorry, completely. As we actually paused that thing, Jed, because my controller went off with my headset in. But I can confirm I'm on wheel. But now Callum has DRS on the F1 boy. So it's going to be, this is us three provisionally top 3. It's going to be a good battle till the end, so I'm going to enjoy it. But yeah. But here we are right on board with myself in the Renault on map 20. Starting to close in on Abra, the F1 boy of course. We've decided to drop off a bit because we need to look after our tyres, but like I said, we're starting to close in again. And I'm Callum actually. It's only 2 seconds now. It used to be about 4 or 5, but we've brought the gap down as we're trying to make and get past Abra, because I believe our tyres are in better shape than his, because he's getting awful traction of corners, and he's had an awful exit off that corner. So we're sensing an opportunity here. We go try and get a decent exit off this corner. We get a decent one. Abra goes defensive, but we're just going to use DRS. We open the overtake button and we swoop to the left and we get the move done. Pretty simple. So we're actually going really deep here. Callum, like I said, he's only a second in front now. We're gaining so much on him. I reckon we could have this win if we keep pushing. But Abra's got DRS on us, so we need to be careful here.
Wow.
But moving on to the end, in the middle of that lap, there's actually a safety car. I don't know if this is good or not for me, but I'm going to take it as an advantage because we're going to pit this lap for softs. Fresh softs. As you can see, I'm talking in the live commentary with SJM. We're going on softs, but I wonder what the cars around us will do. Will Callum go on softs? Will Abra go on softs? Or even will Blue Wolf? I think Blue Wolf might, because he's been on them mediums for a very long time. But all I know is that we're in a brilliant position if we pit. And I think we do have the pace over these guys on the same tyres, on fresh softs. I reckon we have a bit quicker, but it will be tight. But yeah, coming down the back straight now, we're still 100% committed to pitting for softs. And I'm just curious what the people around us will do. So as you can see, we need to get back in the green. Callum actually stays out. I did not expect that. Does Abra pit? He also stays out. So we're in a brilliant position here if we pit on the softs.
Oh, they put me on softs?
This is looking brilliant for us. So we've come into the pits. Mechanics are ready. Will it be a good stop? Of course it is, you betcha. 2.6 seconds. Will we come out in P4? We will retain our P4. But I can tell you now, we have a really good chance of winning this race. A really good chance. Coming to the end of the safety car restart. Coming to the last corner, obviously P4 on the fresh softs with Abras on old hards. Also Callum on old medium. So I really think we have a brilliant chance of winning this race. It's actually a messy restart. So we actually need to let end march. 2 Mercedes. And yeah.
Where's end
so
march?
We're P3 at the moment. We have to let end march back, of course. But you just see how late we are. And the brakes were so much quicker as the 2 Mercedes all wheel by wheel. As we actually make contact with Sam in the McLaren. But we use overtake. We try to go up the inside. It's going to be a big lunge, but we make it stick. We have so much more grip on these tyres. As you can just see, I'm right on board with the next couple of laps. You can just see how much grip we have compared to the rest of the field. But here we are closing up to the F1 boy. And around the hairpin, he locks up like a mental. But look just how much traction we have when we make contact. As he loses the back end. Try to go down the inside, but we think better off it. We wait for the DRS, and you just see the traction up that corner. We have so much more speed. But Callum's starting to get away, so we can't let this happen. But I think we can catch him anyway. But we can't let him get too far away. But closing back in, past Abra, up to seconds. But
come on, I can win this.
That was a strategic masterclass. Like, I'm surprised no one else went on soft. Sam did. As we're in a party together, we decided to do so.
2 seconds of
but you can already see we're closing in on Callum out of the braking zone, and even late on the brakes. You just see we've gained about 3/10 as Callum tries to pretend to go in the pits, but I'm not falling for that. As we get set purple last sector, we use overtake. Will we go for a dive bomb into turn 1? Yes, we will. Can we make the move stick? We go into turn 1. We leave them room on the inside. Go round to the outside. And we get the move done. Up into first place on lap 25. And just after that drive-through penalty, I could have quit, but I never gave up. And you can just see why I can't really be losing this race now unless I make a massive mistake.
Are you going together? Our dreams lose control, slips out on the dance floor.
riding on board for our fastest lap of the race, which actually
I've
will
lost
be the
second
fastest
gear,
lap
lads.
of the whole entire race out of everyone. We recently just said it the lap before, but this lap we're going to go even quicker, which is going to be a really good lap.
Yeah, hell
But
yeah.
I'm going to ride on board
So
with
we're
it,
not
coming into turn
softs.
3, short shift up to third. And actually, talking of gear changes, we actually do have a war gearbox because we're just using it so much, like with extra rotation and stuff, etc, etc. But coming into this hairpin, we've actually lost second gear, and that's why I'm not downshifting as much as I have been in the recent laps of the race. But coming into the hairpin now, went a bit wide there. Purple first sector. But yeah, coming along the back straight now.
Do you know who Ali Hall is?
What a recovery race. After that drive-through penalty, pretty much last in 10th. But
Yeah, he
that
climbs up
shows you
stuff.
never to
Gets
give
arrested
up.
all the time.
As we've actually put a 4-second gap over Callum in a lap, which
No,
is
6 second
crazy.
time penalty.
So we actually get 3-second time
Break.
penalty, which is actually pretty serious. So we
Yeah,
check
that
how many
F1 boys got no
penalties.
penalties. I need to
We're
fill
gonna
that
check how
6
many penalties
seconds
Callum has, and I can confirm he has 3 seconds and we have 6. So we should be okay.
Sam, check how
As we
many
set the
penalties
fastest lap, like I
Callum
said, a
has.
29.1. Poor last
Okay, I'm
sector,
checking, I'm
but
checking.
we're in the lead. It doesn't matter. So yeah.
So, yeah, I'm doing a scenario 7 fastest lap, even though I've already got it. Might as well try again for it, you know? Where's that F1 boy? Okay. Come on! Oh. Mind I run. 40 actually. Let's go! I did. Redemption for Australia. Redemption for Australia. Driver of the day as well, mate. Let's freaking go, champ. Let's go!